Hi there, my name is Andrew Higgs, and I'm the AI-powered workplace lead for the Teams Rooms business across Asia. Today is a very exciting day. With the partnership with Jabra, GN Hearing, Microsoft, and CommBox, we're bringing one of the best Teams Room solutions to life. The most inclusive meeting experience is only possible with a Teams Room solution from Jabra with their Panicast 40. Combined with GN Hearing's Auracast solution and a CommBox display, you've got the best possible solution for those inclusive meetings. Designed for dignity, making sure that everyone has a seat at the table. Second to this is the Express Install. Express Install is all about making sure that Teams Rooms devices can be deployed quickly and easily. Express Install combines the power of Teams Rooms devices as well as also the services to be able to get Teams Rooms devices deployed as fast as possible. It's this partnership with CommBox, Jabra, and GN Hearing where your Teams Rooms devices can be deployed in less than 20 minutes. This is an amazing opportunity for customers that are looking to deploy Teams Rooms devices inside their organization. You might be considering how Copilot and Teams Rooms can complement each other. Copilot and Teams Rooms devices work best together. Copilot is a great product for obviously being able to bring AI into the fingertips of the end user. But what happens when you go into a meeting room that doesn't have a Teams Rooms device? Well, Teams Rooms devices have the ability, such as the Panicast 40, to be able to provide you with speaker attribution, easily identifying who says what inside of a meeting room. Whereas today, if you're not using a Teams Rooms device, there's no way for you to identify who's actually speaking. It's always just the conference room doing all the talking. All of this sounds great. Express installs, inclusive meetings, but the question is, how do we get started?
Hi, my name is Jahan, and I'm the Copilot Partner Lead for ANZ. Today, I'd like to give you a brief overview of Copilot in Microsoft Teams Room and how to make it real with Copilot workshops. Think of Copilot as your diligent AI assistant and co-host in meetings that never gets tired. It turns every meeting into a productivity powerhouse. Copilot is built into Teams Room, supercharging hybrid meetings. So whether you are attending in person or remotely, you have an equal seat at the table. It can summarize complex discussions, highlight key decisions, and take notes for you in real time. So how do you take this AI advantage and bring it into your organization? Enter Copilot plus Power Accelerate workshops. These are partner-led sessions that help your team go from curiosity to business impact with Copilot. In just a few days, a qualified Microsoft partner works with you to identify high impact use case with AI for your organization, and also works with you to create a quick proof of concept solution tailored to your needs. The focus here is on AI transformation. You'll walk away with a strategic game plan, a roadmap for Copilot adoption, and an example of how to make it real for your business needs. All of this is facilitated through an expert partner that knows how to unlock the value of Copilot.
Hi, my name's Phil Barlow. I'm a sales director at Microsoft in the Microsoft Elevate organisation, working with K-12 education organisations and our non-profit organisations across the Asia region. Since I was young, I've had difficulty hearing. I have roughly 50% hearing in my left ear, and therefore, for many years, I would sit and I would lean into people very much so my right-hand side. I still do today. I always had a challenge in meeting rooms, whether it's the fact there's a large number of people, sometimes they'll be talking over the top of each other, whether it's the design of the rooms themselves, sound seems to echo or bounce around a little bit for me, but it takes a lot of cognitive load to concentrate and really listen deeply and intently to what people are talking at sometimes. Later in the day, that obviously becomes more difficult. So my story really starts in March 2020, at the beginning of lockdown. We locked down the city here in Sydney. We locked down our office here in North Sydney, and we started working from home. We were really fortunate. We had great technology. We had Teams to use. We could keep our meetings going virtually. What I've found though is that my cognitive load, I believe, started to decrease. And that decrease meant I could concentrate longer. I could concentrate and be more present in meetings that we were having. And I put that down to the fact that I was working at home in a quiet environment, yet wearing headphones. I found it as a leveler for me. So naturally, 12, 18 months later, when we started moving back into in-person meetings in our office, I lost some of that. So in the meetings that I was running, I tried some experimentation for people that were in the room and sharing the room with me. I would ask people if we could utilize headphones in the meeting room. Why not? We'd been doing it for the past year whilst we were sat on our own. We could try the same habits because we were still having hybrid meetings. Some people were in the office, some people were still at home and able to attend their local offices. So we experimented. It worked pretty well. However, it wasn't really a sustainable habit. It was something that I would have to introduce each time we would start a meeting. Fine if it was my team, for example, and it was just people that I'd meet with regularly, but not the same if it was if I was visiting other team meetings or other people's meetings. So I found that I was, again, moving back into that world of high cognitive load, really having to lean in and listen more intently. So what I've found since then, though, is the latest technology that we have in our meeting rooms is almost as good for me as actually sitting wearing a pair of headphones. The audio quality that we get, the spatial awareness of the speaker systems that are used, I seem to get an awful lot less sort of echoing of the noise. It doesn't seem to bounce around off the walls like it used to. I would say it's a very close experience to wearing a pair of headphones for me. And then if I take that a step further, the latest technology through use of advanced Bluetooth technologies can also enable a greater meeting experience for those people that do use hearing devices, whether that's induction loop or other Bluetooth enabled devices. And so therefore we can truly hold hybrid, inclusive meetings where everyone can participate equally. And fortunately, we're not finishing with the day with the same feelings of the excessive cognitive load that I certainly used to. So for me, I would say I have a much greater experience, a more pleasurable experience, and a lot of it is down to the technologies that we have available to us, in which we are very fortunate indeed to be able to use and work with every day.
Hello, my name is Daniel Leary and I'm the APAC Video Solutions Engineer at Jabra. And today we're talking about the Microsoft Teams Room Express Install. It is a simple and fast to deploy solution. And in this setup today, we're also going to be talking about accessibility and inclusivity in the meeting room. Now the components in this scenario is the CommBox meeting room display, the CommBox Kwikit table stand, and the Jabra Penacast 40 video bar system, the Jabra IP controller. The Penacast 40 video bar system and the IP controller are a paired device that is running the Microsoft Teams Room on Android solution. And altogether, this is the Microsoft Teams Room Express install. Now, we want to talk about accessibility and inclusivity in a meeting room because there are all sorts of people that utilize the technology in the meeting room. And today we're going to be focusing on 3 different scenarios, 3 different end user experiences where they utilize technology in the meeting room. That can be someone that is wearing a Bluetooth enabled hearing aid with Auracast, low energy Bluetooth Auracast technology. That could be someone with legacy hearing aids, or someone that is hard of hearing and just needs to use a headset to hear the far end and presentation audio in the meeting room. So we'll talk a little bit about those 3 scenarios in this space. We also have the Gen TV Streamer Plus. That is our Auracast transmitter in the meeting room. That is receiving audio from the Penacast 40 video bar system. So we can stream the far end audio and the presentation audio in this meeting room. That Auracast stream is password protected, so you do need to be aware of the passcode to listen to the audio in the meeting room. Now, we also have a Auracast receiver, which we'll talk about in a moment, and that enables people to connect to that Auracast stream, whether they have a Bluetooth Auracast enabled device or not. Now, let's talk through the first scenario. This is a modern hearing aid scenario that is Bluetooth enabled, that has Auracast capability. The example we have in this space is the GN Resound Nexia hearing aids. A person wearing these hearing aids can walk into the meeting room. They can use their mobile app to search for and find the Auracast stream, enter the passcode, and connect to that audio directly from the transmitter to their hearing aid. Now, that's a fantastic scenario for including people in a meeting. That person has not had to identify themselves. They've walked in, managed to connect to the meeting room audio without having to identify that they are hard of hearing. The next scenario, a user might walk in with legacy hearing aids. Those hearing aids are not Bluetooth enabled, but they have a technology called T-coil. Now, that person will use the Moa Labs Auracast receiver. They will use that receiver to connect what's called a neck loop that they'll wear around their neck. At this point, the person is now wearing a wearable technology, receiving the Auracast stream from the transmitter. That neck loop then connects to their T-coil hearing aid, and they can hear that Auracast stream. They've done that through another mobile app, which allows them to instruct the receiver to connect to the transmitter. Now, the third stream we're going to talk about is the experience of someone that does not have hearing aids, but they might be hard of hearing and they just need some headphones to reinforce the far end audio and the presentation audio in the meeting room space. That person then can use that same Auracast receiver, but instead of a neck loop, they're connecting a analog headphones with a 3.5mm audio jack into the receiver. They can wear those headphones and they can listen to the meeting. So great three scenarios of modern hearing aids, legacy hearing aids, and also headsets, all connected to the hearing augmentation system in the meeting room. Now, historically, hearing augmentation has been a very expensive endeavor with hearing loops, with infrared transmitters, with all sorts of different technology that connects people with hard of hearing and their hearing aids. This solution is very quick to set up, easy to configure, and a low-cost solution, providing that accessibility and inclusivity for everyone.
Hello, my name is Nicholas Hall. I'm CEO of CommBox. So we were approached approximately 4 months ago by Jabra, and we were asked to come up with a simple design that would allow further scale for Teams rooms or further deployment of Teams rooms. They were looking for a stand and a screen solution, but it was a very clear brief. It had to be aesthetically pleasing, it had to be very quick, very simple to set up, and it had to hit a price point. Ideally, they were looking at coming in at a reseller price at under $4,000 for a complete setup. So that's the solution that we have here. There's been a bit of a misconception in the marketplace of what an express room is for. And the misconception is that express rooms are there to replace existing rooms with a cheaper solution. That's really not the case. This is about allowing further scale, or allowing Teams room setups into areas that traditionally would only have a screen or even maybe just a whiteboard in a room. So this is actually allowing many more Teams rooms to actually be deployed.
I'm Andrew Upshon from Dicker Data, and we're truly excited today about what we've heard, including these packages for express install and hearing augmentation. It's an amazing opportunity to bring such a unique bundled solution together for our partners to sell to this community. At Dicker Data, we're truly excited about being able to bring express install solutions to our reseller partners. Not only does this give us the ability to bring these packages and solutions into meeting spaces where there is no equipment at the moment, but also what's amazing is that we then get to have an opportunity to talk to those end users and find out what other opportunities there are and how else we can help them. What's so nice about these hardware packages is that we actually offer a range of options. So what's nice about the package is that at the moment, we're seeing a 43-inch display. If you have a room that you need to take these packages in and they require a slightly bigger display, as an example, we have the ability to put a slightly larger display, say a 55-inch, in that same space. So beyond what we see here as the Express Install Package 1, there are options for us to be able to customize that to suit each individual room. What's really exciting for us as Dicadata is the ability to bring this equipment into so many more meeting spaces. Today, in this modern environment where we're so often on Teams calls, both with colleagues, with suppliers, with customers, we need to make sure that the office environment and any room that we're in has the correct technology. Looking at these Microsoft Express Install packages with Jabra, CommBox, and the Microsoft software ecosystem together is so highly recommended. So reach out to us at Dicadata because we can help you both with the hardware side of the solution, the Express Install bundle, and also the software licensing around Microsoft Teams Rooms and Copilot. We have experts who can talk to you either on the software licensing side or on the hardware bundled solution. Now we realize that not everybody sells both the licensing and the hardware solution together. So reach out to us and see how we can help you put the package together for your end user.